Approved in Wichita Falls City Council today incentives for the Land O'Lakes Incorporated to make expansions to their local subsidiary, Winfield Solutions.
Zach Verdia attended this morning's City Council meeting, and Zach, they can now effectively double their local workforce.
That's exactly right, Lauren. They anticipate to make that jump from 8 to 16 employees, but many involved in that process say it goes way beyond extra jobs. Those extra jobs will bring the total annual payroll for them over $900,000, now officially include the construction of a 100,000 square foot facility with the intent of purchase upon completion out at the Wichita Falls Business Park. And Councilor Bobby Whiteley says the Economic Development Corporation has taken necessary steps out at the business park that may be paying off sooner than previously thought.
Back when we were discussing the cost of the infrastructure out there at the business park, that those decisions were not made lightly. There was a little trepidation there about spending that much money for the business park, and I agree with Paul. You know, this seems to come back to help us much sooner than we anticipated. So anyway, so welcome.
Great, thank you.
And the intention for the new facility would be a crop input warehouse for Winfield Solutions, from all those crop inputs and to storage and distribution, all coming from their new facility that would be out at the Wichita Falls Business Park. To find my story from yesterday, where we spoke to Chamber President and CEO Henry Florisham on the economic impact of this decision, you can find that link in this story over on our website.
Very good news. Okay, Zach, thanks so much. Also made official today that Lake Wichita, it will be the permanent home for Veterans Memorial Plaza now. Like the original plan, the plaza will be reunited with the Daughter of the American Revolution's current Vietnam veteran statue at Lake Wichita Park. The only difference, when it all started years ago, the plan was to have them at the Lake Wichita boat ramp. So now, after the pandemic and other hurdles throughout the last couple of years, the Lake Wichita Revitalization Committee finally has its home for the Veterans Memorial Plaza. And for those who have been along for this entire ride, like Steve Garner, they could not be more excited to bring these projects back together.
There is a lot of community sharing and using of that. And we as a committee feel like if we have the Veterans Memorial Plaza together with that Vietnam veteran statue, that it's going to make a beautiful one place for people to go to, as opposed to having one on the west side of the lake, one on the east side of the lake. It just makes more sense to have the two projects in one.
Along with that new addition, the parking lot at the park and statue is in line to get a complete overhaul. That's thanks to previously approved items by the councilors.
As the city continues construction on the new hotel and convention center by the Impact, they'll now look to make some upgrades at the Ray Clymer exhibit hall. City councilors unanimously approved $95,000 worth of renovations that will keep the exhibit hall up to date with the new facility being built across the parking lot. Assistant City Manager Blake Yurichek says entering an agreement with the same architect working on the new convention center will make the 25-year-old 58,000 square foot space hold up.
The idea is when we renovate the interior of the exhibit hall, that it has some look and feel as the same as the convention center and hotel. Obviously, they're built different times. There's a little bit different architect work in there, but we're going to do what we can to make them flow.
Most of us have been to some event in the Ray Clymer, if not multiple events. It certainly has served its purpose at this particular stage of its development, but it's time to up the ante a little bit.
Now they're eyeing upgrades to floors, bathrooms, counters, lighting, and other things they run into through the venue bond tax.